Hi everyone, I am a Wisconsin lawyer and today I'm going to talk to you about how to avoid child support. My name is Kyle Kaufman. I am a lawyer at hkklawoffices.com. In this video, I'm going to answer the question of how do I avoid child support? I get that question a lot as an attorney who deals with divorces and child support cases, and it really comes down to four things. I call those the 4 C's, okay? So let's go through those. The first C is to consult. It's free. Consult with a lawyer, someone like me, to go in and get more educated on what child support is and how it might impact you, both as the payor, the person who's going to pay it, and the payee, the person who might receive it. You might have some knowledge already on those issues, but you really want to go in and learn from a lawyer and listen to what that lawyer has to say about what child support is, how a court might arrive at determining that, and get some basic facts about how child support is calculated. All right. Now, with that basis of knowledge right there, you'll be able to go back and enter into the next C. Okay. The next C I call communication, right? Communicate with your soon-to-be ex if you're going through a divorce, or if you're already split up and you're reviewing support, or you were never married to that person but you have a child together. We call those post-judgment child support review actions, okay? You want to communicate with that person. And communication is not just talking, right? Sometimes it's just listening, asking questions. So you'd want to go to the other parent and say, well, what do you think about this scenario? What should we do financially for the best interest of our child or children? And a lot of people make the mistake of making their proposal first and getting it out there. And sometimes your proposal might be better than what the other person actually wants or thinks is reasonable. So ask and listen to what the other parent has to say. Now, when you open up that line of communication, it's also going to give the other parent a feeling that they have some say in this process and that you are actually listening to them and listening to what their needs are, specifically as to how it impacts their ability to financially support the child in their home and in your home. So ask, listen, then respond, and then talk about your position on those things. Now, communication these days has changed, right? It's evolved. People are talking less and less in person or on the phone, and a lot of these communications we're seeing these days are in text messages or emails, which sometimes is not the best way to do it. You're going to have to do something uncomfortable and actually get on the telephone or in person with that other parent and communicate about some of these ideas. Trust me, your chances at avoiding child support will be much better if you're communicating with the other parent. The third C, guys, right? We've got consult with an attorney. We've got communicate with the other parent. The third one is create. Be creative, all right? You have to create some options other than just a court-imposed order of here's X amount of dollars that you're going to pay every month to support your children. How can you be creative? In that process of communication, right? You've listened, you asked questions, listened, responded. You're having some now discourse and some back and forth about what your child actually needs. So you want to be creative. Well, how can I not be forced to pay child support but still provide for health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance? How can I pay for the child's activities, the tax dependency exemption and child tax credit, transportation, travel expenses? There are all sorts of different ways that you may be able to come up with options. So you're not just paying child support, but you are financially supporting your child, and it satisfies the needs of the child or children and the other parent. And the fourth one is certainty, okay? You have to control as much as you can your outcome. And what that means is if you cannot arrive at an agreement with the other parent, your audience changes and now it goes to a court. You're less certain to have the outcome that you want if you're turning it over to a judge to decide those issues for you. So think about that certainty and what you want for an outcome. And maybe it's that you pay some portion of child support and you're contributing to these variable expenses, school costs and extracurricular activities and insurance that we discussed before. But you're controlling your outcome in something that you can live with and that the other parent can live with and that meets the needs of your children.